Are my inputs set up? They aren't. Well, I can click on manually, but that's a little bit anticlimactic because my controls are... Oh, they're set up to keyboard because I was doing some testing. Oh, it's still not set up. Whoops. But yeah, fantastic stream title. Also, thank you for choosing stream now specifically because you needed something to watch while you eat and could not find shit. I know the feel there. Trying to browse like YouTube or something. At least when I'm video editing. Hold on, if I can open my most recent project here. Oh no, there it is under recent projects, if it even opens it. At least I can like proof watch my video editing stuff when I need something to watch while eating, and I can be like, oh, I made a mistake here, and then I can fix that and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad you like the stream title of now that we're no longer stoned, we can go beat up Leaf Boy and that Y-shaped jerk. Best you could find was a half-assed video on creepypastas. In what specifically, or just anything in general? Hold on. Let me, do the thing here. I'll pull back the curtain and show the high-level stuff that has to go on back here. It's literally just doing this. For whatever reason, when I switch between emulators, between like this old nightly version to play Fire Emblem Fates, and this more recent Canary version to play Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, it just, like, makes it forget my Xbox thingamabob on the other... I know I don't use the C-stick on this, but whatever. It just makes it completely forget on the other thing. There. Look, I can play the game now. This is what I can do. You know what I just realized I forgot to do, though? Just an iceberg chart of various creepypastas. Oh, so not even any one specific theme. I forgot to turn off the Fire Emblem Fate stuff in the background here, which if I turn it back on for reference, and I do this, like, look, it lags as I switch over, and then it just kind of suddenly jumps. But if I do this, I turn off the Fire Emblem Fate stuff that's loaded in the background, and turn on the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon stuff that's loaded in the background. What? Why is it still lagging as it switches to here? It goes smooth. Oh, it still has the Fates layout on here for some reason. Okay, now it goes smoothly, because it has the same things loaded on both layouts. It just doesn't have both displayed, because I always tell OBS to unload things when not showing because it saves resources, and I don't want my bazillion scenes here to just like destroy my memory and stuff. Probably watch out. Remember, you're deep into copypastas or creepypastas, or both, or creepypastas that were made out of copypastas. Chapter I forget, we're not stoned. I don't know what chapter it is. I figured I'd hit play and then it would immediately say like, oh, chapter X, because we just ended like the Voidlands and stuff. So it's gotta say it like immediately, right? So I didn't bother to Google what it was, and I was like, I'll put this up and the game will tell me in a hot second because we're about to progress the chapter or something, right? Maybe. It hurts. I am actually kind of sore in real life right now. Where am I now? Wait, isn't this Revelation Mountain? That's right, Calixtus and I... Calixtus! Ow. That's how my upper body feels today, which I'll talk about sometime later when we're like in a dungeon or something. Oh, Harmonia. Where are we? Huh? Revelation Mountain? That's right, we came back from the Voidlands. Oh, I remember everything, Harmonia. I have to save the others. Luminous water. No. Water. It's all dried up. Nuzleaf wouldn't just leave it waiting here for us. Knew it, yet. So, there's no way to turn them back. Yeah, adjust my microphone a little bit closer to me. Raiko. An Arkin. But not Entei, because he's not here, so we don't remember him. Really thought we're all gonna make it out of the Voidlands together. Place wasn't the kind of place that you go to and make it back unscathed. There's no way we would have all made it back. Just like Entei said at the end there. Knew it was a lost cause. That's why he decided to bet everything on us. Did it for us, all along. My brain forgets to say words sometimes. Think back now about how cold they seemed to us. Guess maybe they just didn't want us to know what they were planning to do. We owe Entei and the others everything. Can't give up now. They left this whole world in our hands. Plexos. No, you're right. I'm the one who promised we would save them. To do that, we've got to first keep this world from ending. Just got to shake this funk. Huh? But why did they choose us? I mean, I get you, Harmonia. You're a real human after all. And that's what was written on those old tablets, right? Should you hope to overcome this crisis, summon a person. I think Entei and the others really believe that and put their faith in those words. But me? Could anyone count on me? Can't say for sure. There are still some mysteries surrounding Plexos too. Like being able to read that ancient language as though it's nothing. And those scarves too. And the scarves too. Plexos really had them forever, then. I think about it, there really are a lot of strange things about Plexos. Like how you're not a chess spin. Oh well. Guess I just got really lucky to be put here with you, Harmonia. There's no time to waste on thinking. Besides, it's not just Entei and them who have pinned their hopes on us now. Can't forget Dene. Dene! Yeah, I remember it happened. Don't worry about us. Get out of here, for our sakes. He parted ways with Dene when we were climbing Reverse Mountain with Mawile. Doesn't it make you mad, Mawile? You're almost as strong as Entei, right? All the same, my power is no match for that trio of legendary Pokémon. And also, how can I put this? For whatever reason, it just doesn't bother me. Kind of strange, I guess. Didn't understand it then, but maybe Mawile had already figured it out, what Entei and them had in mind. Maybe she knew how they were planning to give up. Wait, what? How much they were planning to give up for us? Why did my brain just not want it? Okay. It's not just Entei and them that we owe. Everyone has given something up for us. They've done so much for us. Arkin and Buizel and Mawile, all of them. So this time we'll be the ones to help them. We don't have time to waste it with getting all depressed or anything. That's my president right there. That's my Plexos. Harmonia, let's get back to Lively Town. We've got to find Ampharos. It's my Plexos. That's really a line in this game. I forgot about it. It's just what I had in mind. Take too much time if the two of us try to tackle all of this on our own. And that's time that we don't have. We should start by talking to Ampharos. Now let's get off this mountain. Yeah, I don't have that kind of time. The playthroughs I have ongoing are taking forever. Like, I have no idea when the heck Assassin's Creed Odyssey is gonna end. Like, that is the friggin' never-ending game there. And I gotta move on and do other projects on this channel, and things are taking me too long. What? Everyone is gone? What happened to the village? Could that many Pokemon just... No. They couldn't all have been turned into stone, could they? Come on, Harmonia. We're leaving. What? My throat is acting a little funny. I know that delivery was a little bit wonky, but look, I may be worried, like really scared to death worried. I don't know what happened to my old Pops, where he is, or whether he's okay or not. Petrified just thinking about it. But if I go and try to find my old Pops now, I don't think I'll be able to keep on going down this path we've started down. I can't stop now. It's you. I can't just think about saving Serene Village. It's the whole world that needs saving now. I don't have time. Let's go, Harmonia. Let's go to Lively Town. It's alright. Old Pops will be alright. He will. Has to be. Damn. Like, a Pokemon game would traditionally be like, oh, we're actually all okay, we're gonna see you off and say, hey, go get him, go do the thing. But nope, it just didn't, because, like, it's been a hot second since playing this game, 6 years. So, I didn't remember exactly, and part of me half expected that to happen. Or, because you'd think if they returned to stone, they'd be right there. But the way that it kind of twisted that is like, wow, that's actually kind of dark there. You would vote for Klexos for president of Canada. Canada doesn't have a president. We have a prime minister. Well, maybe the country would be a whole lot better off and not have this housing crisis if we just had a president instead. I mean, just look at the states. There are two candidates coming up this this next presidential election. Both of them are absolutely amazing and have the country's best interests clearly in mind. And the future there is looking so bright. So, like, if only we had someone like one of those two, maybe things would be a whole lot better here, right? That's an easy mistake to make because just like the president of the US, nobody likes him. Yeah, it's funny when I was down in the States in Louisiana and Texas and telling people that we were from Canada, like, everyone there was like, oh God, you guys are dealing with Trudeau, we're dealing with Sleepy Joe. Like, it just sucks across both our countries right now. That's what everyone in the States was saying. And gosh dang, I mixed up my buttons because Xbox controls. Is it just me? Is it getting hotter than before? It's true. The sun even looks bigger in the sky. Can't be, though. Oh, look, Harmonia. You can see it now. We finally reached Lively Town. I feel like my tone is completely off here. Like, what the heck am I even doing? My brain is frazzled, and it's just a bit farther. Come on. Chapter 19. The planet is already... Hold on. Type fast. The planet is already... Oh, no typos, please. Nose pass and milk tank too. Been turned to stone. Can't be. You know, I don't know why, but even though it's a decent bit different, I read it can't be, and the first thing that happens is I get like PTSD flashbacks to Detective Pikachu Returns. What's his face there that was so horribly animated going, what do you mean? As it like zooms in on his face like it's Ganon talking about join me Link and you will become the greatest face in Korodai or else you will die. That thing in Detective Pikachu Returns. Like, because I think in my most recent video editing project, which, oh yeah, I was going to show a little smidge of that. I edited that in at one point, and now it's on my brain. Town. All been turned to stone, every last one. Onia, what about everyone in the Expedition Society? We have to find out. I'll talk about that in a hot second here. Oh, and now we've got this music playing. But yeah, now what you truly need is the European political system where each election you vote for one of 20 different political parties, all just so none gets a majority and none form a coalition, and as such the country doesn't form a government for the next 2 or 3 years. Jeez. But yeah, and also hello Fox Cyber. I didn't say hello earlier. I apologize because like things were happening and stuff. I wanted to mention a little bit about video editing stuff here. Let's see here. Because I've been going ham on this lately. So this little project right here got up to like 8 minutes done, something like that before my trip. And I got back and I have not worked on it at all until a few days ago when earlier this week, I just stayed home and I just worked on this like full time, like longer than full time, like as long as I was awake and I could work on it, essentially. Prisma Wyvern coming out of nowhere, subbing for 21 months now. My goodness gracious, a few months away from 2 years. That is one heck of a long time. I appreciate the resub there, Prisma Wyvern. Welcome on back to Team Enharmonic. Enjoy another month of the emotes and the sub badge and all that fun stuff there. So, this is the story chapter here. I did cave and decide I do actually want to make a video essay on it. Like, if I was just talking about, like, the quality of it, it would be pretty much the main game Scarlet and Violet DLC essay. Main game Scarlet and Violet essay again, and I don't want to just repeat myself. That was pointless. But Kieran, I thought, was an actually genuinely fascinating character that I wanted to really delve into a little bit deeper. So, that's why I did. So, I still have about 16 minutes left of script to edit down, and I'm gonna redo this section. There's a whole bit here that it feels like is a little bit out of place, so I'm just gonna like take it out and like reword it and redo some stuff here because I don't like the current version, honestly. So And Prism Wyvern redeemed absolutely nothing. The best point redemption ever. Yeah, it has been a while. How have things been here? Yeah, there are parts that are like really good about it. But the problem is that it's attached to Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, you're not wrong. But there are parts that are genuinely really good, and I did want to discuss. Like, my review of this is a whole lot more positive than the main game, like significantly so. Like, there's still a lot of negatives. But yeah, so having about like 8 minutes done before, spending 2 days of like all my waking hours just going through this, and when I had to take a break to eat, I would just sit down my food here, and I would just like proof watch this. And as I'm eating, be like, oh, I made a little mistake there. Click that part, just like edit that a little bit, or time things right, or change my transitions a little bit, and then fix it, and then I'll keep on playing it. And that's what I did. And now I have, what is this, about an hour, 12 minutes done when I went from 8 minutes. So that's what 2 days straight of just video editing looks like rather than streaming. So yeah, I kind of want to knock off some of my current game playthroughs and then start committing to stuff like this more, because when I have time and I just commit in like solid days, which I don't know how many solid days I'll have in the future to do stuff like that, I can get a lot done. But holy crap. Anyway, that was on the topic about like finding something to watch with food from a decent bit earlier now, where it's like, that has been my thing to watch with food lately. I don't know when the heck the thing's gonna be done. It'll be done when it's done. It's just one of those kinds of things. Like, I had chapter 1 basically done, and then 8 minutes of chapter 2 done, from working in like December all the way until April with my trip, but I was doing university on the side, so things were very slow going. And then that's what 2 straight days of work looks like. I got over an hour of video made. Chapter 1 is like 20 minutes, something like that for reference. I think. The last time I checked there. So yeah, it takes a hot second, but I do want to get it done. And there's a lot of things I want to talk about with Kieran. I think the other aspects like gameplay and soundtrack, I'm going to try to go through faster. Like, hey, this isn't as important to talk about because we basically covered a lot of that ground during the main game discussion anyway. Let's just talk about the new stuff. If it's something to do with main game Scarlet and Violet, don't talk about it. I covered that before. There's no point in doing it again. So I just really want to talk through new stuff there. Have you done a video essay on Super Mystery Dungeon? No, but I'd like to if I have the time. I think the next big one that I want to do is on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, since I said that I do that for a while now. And if I pull up my, let's see here. I have a whole thingamabob for game footage, like a folder here on my drive. Where's my display capture? This. Where anytime I save any footage from any of my playthroughs to use in video essays, I save them here on this drive, and I just don't delete them because I can use them in future video essays. If I go to my Xenoblade Chronicles 3 folder, I have most of my playthrough on this computer. And I just number them like this with the part number at the beginning, so it's easy to organize. Because like if this is gone, then they're ordered alphabetically, and it's like a nightmare. So yeah, I have most of my playthrough here, most of the main parts. Let's see here. How much space does this take up? It'll show up to 100 items. So that's 153 gigabytes plus like some assets there in case I use that. So 150 plus 15. Okay, so about 165 gigabytes of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 footage I have on my computer. At the ready for making a video essay one day. This I needed to record for the Scarlet and Violet essay where I discussed level downing and stuff. So, yeah. 165 gigabytes of footage isn't much. Yeah, chump numbers. So something like 500 gigabytes. How many of these were like 4K and I had like all of them? Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I would rather wait for quality than overworking and just getting some generic quality video essay. That's fair there. I mean, hopefully that's not implying that my other short ones aren't generic quality, because I have made some short video essays that I quite like as well. Just, like, it's just very different topics. And I would like to do more of those when I get the chance. Like, let's see here. This is what the discussion has turned into now. Like the last few here, I mean, to be fair, these were university assignments. My class, that's why they were all, like, published in the same time span. And for the class, I needed to make them 10 minutes or under. So this is the only one where it's like, what you see here is basically the same as what I submitted to university. And then this is like, hey, I want to go a little bit more in depth for my channel version, so I extended it. And then this one, it's like, 10 minutes does not cover video games as art. I needed to go a little bit ham there. So these were published when they were, because they were university assignments. Like, so I submitted these shorter versions of these 2 videos to as university assignments. Then it'll be Scarlet and Violet DLC. Then maybe I'll do like some more shorter topic ones, because I do like delving into like generic like gaming industry topics, or just something very specific like the environmental narrative of Metroid Prime. I do think stuff like that is fascinating and really cool to talk about. It's just not what people are interested in seeing, is all. But I really like making them. But yeah, so then I do Xenoblade Chronicles 3, maybe. And we were discussing during the stream of Assassin's Creed Odyssey most recently, like if I had a lot of time and I did another video essay on Xenoblade for like praising it and the story, I would love to do one on Xenoblade 2. Like, because there probably isn't a whole lot of content on that, because all the content on it is just like on the drama surrounding it and not the amazing parts of it. So I'd like to do a video essay on the amazing parts of it if I ever have the time. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll hire an editor that can do a whole bunch of this stuff for me. I actually had somebody reach out to me on Twitter recently that's like, hey, I can edit for you. I have this YouTube channel. But they didn't say like anything about me whatsoever in their message, which implied that it was just a generic copy-paste message that was sent out to like a whole bunch of YouTubers with like some sort of scraping bot that scraped their emails and automatically sent that out. Not their emails, or like their Twitters, I guess. So I didn't really respond. But yeah, let's see here. Remember you did a VTuber stream for a class assignment? Oh, interesting. So you're recording doing a PowerPoint presentation as a YouTube VTuber for another assignment. Nice. Worst part is that the prof ended up putting your assignment for the whole class to watch during the class break, and you almost died of embarrassment. You know, I wonder if I can dig it up. You want to see something really goofy, kind of embarrassing? This probably be like the one time I show this, if I can even find it. Hold on. I think it's on this drive. I did something similar. Let's see here. It was for, what was the name of the class? It was this, right? Is the video in here? It's not? Can't find it. I know it was up somewhere. Let's boot up Microsoft Edge, where I'm logged into like my alternate YouTube account thingamabob. YouTube, because it might be up there for the sake of sharing it with the class. Go to, let's see here, YouTube Studio. And I look up this. No, do I not have it? What? Content. I could have sworn this was around somewhere. I genuinely can't find this. Well, the thing that I was trying to find is there is a video that, maybe it's just in my recordings folder. No, I'm pretty sure I edited it. There was a video that my group asked me to make. We needed to have a trailer for that game design class, not this past semester, but the one before that. So the one that I did those video essays for, where in that class we were making a text adventure game. And my group decided to make like a kind of spooky text adventure game where you're stuck in a nightmare. Not to be confused with my most recent video game where it's a bullet hell while you're stuck in a nightmare for whatever reason. All 3 of my game design program games have involved nightmares, apart from my research project. My research project is the only game that I've made at university that hasn't involved nightmares. But anyway, like, you have to choose the right options and solve puzzles and navigate out of the nightmare and stuff. So it was meant to be spooky. And for the trailer, you didn't have to make anything like super dedicated crazy, especially considering it's a text adventure game. There's nothing really on screen apart from text. So you can kind of get creative with the trailer, or even just do like a gameplay snippet. So my group, knowing I was a content creator, were like, hey, can you do like a live Let's Play kind of thing and have stuff spooky be going on? I was like, sure, I can do that. So I'm pretty sure I set the lights back here to red, and I might have turned that light off or just like heavily dimmed it. And I was playing through bits of this game and reading the text, and things were kind of spooky. And I set up my second camera over here that's just at my Smash Bros poster right now. I set that up like behind me, so it's like I hear a noise. I'd look back there as, like in the video, the camera would switch over and see me looking back there about like, oh, there's a spooky noise back there. And turn back, keep playing the game and be like, I'm sure it's nothing. And my group members were like, oh, but can you be just like attacked by a monster or something at the end, or like something really spooky happens? So I just like pretended that I saw something and just like dove under my desk. And then it like cuts to black. And that was our trailer for a stupid text adventure game. And I actually can't find it. It's not in the folder for this class where I have a whole bunch of like the music thingamabobs that I made because I was the composer for this group. But I don't have the video. I don't know where it is. I'm very confused about where it could be. Would it be in the files here? Because we still have our group Discord. No, I don't know where the heck it is. But that's a video that exists somewhere out there. I don't think it's publicly available. It might be on a Google Drive, is where that video might be. I'm gonna really have a look-see. On my university drive. Fairly certain. And let's see here. Just look up the name of this game. Would it be in our team folder? Track record, sound doc, script. There's a prototype of the game idea. There's a music folder that I'm the owner of. I don't know where the heck it is. I can find our final sprint presentation where we pretended that our executive producer had died, even though he was literally sitting there in the class watching our presentation. And we had a slide, like, in memory of him. Anyway, don't ask about it. I'd like to see a Xenoblade 2 discussion that isn't about Pyra and Mithra and maybe Dahlia's super-sized Kramba dramas. Yeah, it's something that actually talks about the real content of the game. No. Swirlex. Anyway, we're playing Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Swirlex has been turned to stone. What's this? Perfect apples. She wasn't even trying to run from an enemy or anything. She was just standing here eating a perfect apple. They attacked her. But what about Ampharos? Jirachi? Ampharos, Jirachi. Luigi! What in the world? If it is Eclexos and Harmonia. Hey look, it's basically the one emote that we have around here. Except green instead of purple. Scared me half to death. I thought we were being attacked again. I don't think you have anything to fear, Kecleon. You're like the most powerful being in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon universe. Thank goodness. At least you all are alright. I all fled here when the attack came. I wasn't sure we would ever see you two again either. Please, tell us what happened to the town. Viltal attacked us. Viltal? Not just us here in Lively Town. Viltal sent out a warning to all the world, claiming that all Pokemon would be sent to the Void. What? Void? Didn't really know what that meant. Are we just trapped playing bad video games? Or when we first heard the warning, we didn't understand a thing. Like, will we be forced to play games like Skull and Bones? Or main game Scarlet and Violet? Or what are other bad games I've played? I haven't actually played a lot of bad games recently. When Yveltal appeared here in Lively Town, all of our friends turned to stone, one after another, right before our eyes. Complete shock. I grabbed the deposit box and ran straight here. Members of the Expedition Society opened this building to all of us. What, you don't have the keys in? We were in no situation to refuse, so we took them up on their offer and evacuated here. I'm so sorry. It sounds like it was terrible. Yveltal is attacking all of the Pokemon around the whole world now? What purpose could that even serve? According to the ancient writings, dark matter is behind Pokemon being turned to stone. But then, how are Yveltal and Nuzleaf involved? Still don't have any answers. It is no matter. Yveltal has turned on Pokemon of the world. Legendary Pokemon are attempting to battle Yveltal on their own. What I hear, it's only resulted in them being turned to stone, one after another. I don't know if we should even try to fight him any longer. Right. Don't know how to fight him. I am going to find a way, no matter what. And I am going to save those Pokemon who have been turned to stone. So don't worry, everyone. Just keep your spirits up. Huh? What's the matter with all of you? Oh, nothing. Just never thought we'd have to be cheered up by a child like you. This is quite the eye-opener. Yes, if we have to be told by Klexos of all people. Then we really must need to get our acts together, so it's just what we'll do. What the hell is that supposed to mean? That's great. No need for you to worry about us. No one can keep us down for long. After all, didn't Ampharos say that he'd take care of things some way or another? Huh? Ampharos did? Did Ampharos make it through the attack? Yes, Jirachi as well. They're hard at work in the rooms. Though they have been in and out all the time, trying to find answers. So I don't know for certain that they are here just now. Harmonia. No. It's so sad that Swirlix was turned to stone, but it's a relief to know that those two at least have made it through. Like any of us would just stand around to be turned to stone. Naturally, it will be business as usual, even if we must temporarily set up shop here. Oh! Wow, that would make a fantastic emote right there, wouldn't it? That'd be amazing. Want to help the Expedition Society. I've set up the deposit box right here, too. Well, I'll try to keep things running as they usually do so. Just come talk to us whenever we can be of any service. Thank you, Kecleon, and all of you. Bodia, Ampharos and Jirachi are okay. Isn't it convenient how the characters that are okay in all of the town are the two characters we need for story and all the facility owners? If you don't own a facility, get screwed, man. I have to go find them and talk to them. So, I mean... Oh, yes, I will actually save my adventure properly this time. Let's see here. Oh, shit, it's Kecleon on the strongest Pokemon PMD lore. Yeah, that's right. That's right there. Wait, I gotta scroll up, see see what was said here. Like, listen, I like Booba as much as the next guy, if not more so, but bro, talk about literally anything else about the game. Yeah. That's what happens when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 discourse. I was not actually trying to talk to you. Let's see here. Like, see a discussion that goes into what Blades being sexy means for about close as a person. Yeah, I mean, honestly. But yeah, now they messed up with the wrong people, the Kecleon Mafia. Yeah, now they're gonna go after Leaf Boy and Y-Man, I guess. If you didn't have any context for Xenoblade, you think Xenoblade 2 was a game that's one shirtless scene away from being born. Just from the discourse surrounding it. But yeah, don't have any context from Xenoblade and hear you peep talking about it. Sounds like those ecchi/board games that plague the Steam store. It's really not, it's fan service-y, but there's a lot of substance. Yeah, they went really, really ham on the fan service in that game for some reason. Like, there were aspects of it in Xenoblade 1 and 3, but not so much so. But in 2, like, for whatever reason, when Monolith Soft was making 2, they were just, like, really extremely horny. For whatever reason. I don't know. You can set more emeralds that way, even if our special attack isn't boosted. Are we really gonna collect that many? I don't know. Here, let's put away this stupid grimy food. Well, I better do. But yeah, there really is a lot going on with the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I might even like the story of it more than I do 1. Like, it's really close in my head. I feel like I'm missing something that I usually have. Oh, I know what it is. Reviver seeds. Let's just take a few of those for emergency purposes, as one does. But yeah, there really is a lot going on with the story of Xenoblade 2 that would be really cool to talk about, but no one ever does, really. So, I mean, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. So, there are definitely some aspects there, but it's like especially so in 2. Oh. Ah. Esper. Luxos and Harmonia. Esper, you're all right? I should say the same. Is it really you? You're the real Klexos and Harmonia? You're real. I'm so glad. Wait, Luigi! What in the world? Esper!